episode of the Mindless Show. I'm your host, McWizWam Dinkle, and this is the Mindless Show, which I'm very sorry I just said. We're doing comparing games. Yeah, another episode. Ignore any food that might be eaten in the background. Alright, for our first guest we have Magic Mike. Welcome to season 3.
Hello, my beautiful people.
He comes from Brooklyn.
Yes, I do.
In spirit, not in voice. And then we have Schmidlab, who comes from anything James Cameron.
Anything James Cameron.
Yes, I forgot that in the third season. I didn't do the introduction things for each character, which is disappointing because it's really fun to just bullshit that stuff. This time we didn't script it.
Oh well.
Alright, so we have a couple of segments which we might add. We might add some. We might get rid of some. If I can type in my password correctly, there we go. So for our first topic, we had subtopic, I should say. We have. Okay, actually, firstly, I'll ask, why do people compare games?
Why wouldn't they compare games? Comparing is something we do all the time. We always see who's handsome, who's more prettier. For gaming, it's what's better graphics, what is similar, what shoots better, what plays better. In general, comparing games is as normal as comparing ourselves.
Fair enough. I think it's more not just about we compare games not to just compare them and find out about each of the games, but to find out about a single game that you put into perspective by putting it next to other games. Juxtapositions, everything there.
Yeah, it's usually for most people it's like I'm going to compare these two games so I know which one's better so I can purchase the correct one. Alright, so firstly on to purchasing the correct one, we'll have Xbox versus PlayStation games. These are exclusive mainly games. Now we did talk about this stuff for a console war segment of Game Talk back in season 1. But now we're actually going to compare exclusive games. Now, what is the difference between PlayStation and Xbox? I've heard that for some it's the action, some it's the adventure and the story.
So are you talking about the exclusive games?
The exclusive games.
First of all,
is Uncharted exclusive?
Uncharted is an exclusive game.
Yeah, so Uncharted to
mostly. Halo stays in Xbox.
Yeah.
More
except for the first Halo game.
And Gears of War.
Yeah. So I'd say, from what I know of the exclusive games, because I don't play at PlayStation, but I know that there are exclusive games.
Yeah, there are a lot of exclusive games.
Yeah, PlayStation.
Is The Last of Us?
The Last of Us, yes.
So I feel like they have more story-driven adventure games.
Yeah, they have good story itself and good gameplay during the stories. Like God of War, that was a good series.
Yeah, it was all about the gameplay pretty much.
Yeah.
You can still say for Xbox that they still as well have adventure games because Halo itself has a great adventure series to it of the earlier games.
True. But they're more about the action and the gameplay itself.
Yeah, and also the multiplayer as well.
Yeah, I got all the multiplayer.
What people get Halo for these days.
Yeah, which is also kind of disappointing. But But yeah, I guess really, would there be any definitive thing that kind of drives these two consoles apart from exclusive games? Because I think, from my personal opinion, I think it would be that PlayStation has just better narrative-driven games, whereas Xbox have usually heavy gameplay, action, and multiplayer games.
That's one way of thinking of it, I guess. But some of the, some PlayStation exclusives maybe are a little less about the story, or at least about the story and the gameplay. Because you got things like
they try to balance it out.
It's not just Uncharted, but you've got other things like you got the Infamous series. You've got that Studio Ghibli game. It's called Ni no Kuni.
Okay.
It's an exclusive. It's actually really good. But yeah, and you've also got all the Japanese games, which are very much more about gameplay than anything else. You've got those One Piece games and the.
Are the Naruto games also? No, they're not exclusive. But
no, but they're very.
Yeah, okay.
They're actually just a rip-off of the anime and manga. But it's actually better because honestly, it's more shorter, more about the action.
Could it just be for the capacity that the game console gives? When a person's creating a game, I need to use this console only because, apart from the deals, I get more money if I work with Sony, or I get more money if I work with Microsoft. But they make their game specifically for this one console, but then eventually, even the exclusive becomes not just exclusive. Like over time, it's like, oh, we're going to put on the PlayStation and computer as well. You know.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like in that case, like when developers like making the games they don't really make them for a specific console. Sure, they can see that one console might be better at rendering a certain kind of graphic. In the end, I think most games they would just make them for PC and then make sure it can render it like a decent frame rate on PC and then go from there on the consoles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But decent frame rate for developers these days is about 30 frames.
Yeah, so it's hard to maintain it and put it in a certain perspective. Like they can maintain a game specifically for Xbox or PlayStation, but it's harder to fix it and modify it to play in other games or play it on computer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at Overwatch, it takes a few, like when there's an update, it's straight away on computer, but it takes a week or a month to get a new update on the PS4 or the Xbox.
Yeah.
I have to wait like a few weeks for the new Sombra character.
Yeah. Okay. What about narrative games?
Narrative games, jeez. Where do you start? Oh boy.
Alright, well, let's suggest a couple of different games and
Well,
compare
you've
them.
got, you've got the Uncharted series, which is, basically, if it played itself, it'd be a film.
Yes, it's pretty much Indiana Jones. That's,
Yeah, except
It's to that
no
level.
whip and a hat. No hat.
whip in it. Of course, none of the same characters.
That'd be
You've
fun.
got a grappling hook, and I mean, the character is really similar to your old Indiana Jones.
True, more
They can
characters,
race.
more weird shit, and less.
And that's very similar. He's Uncharted, I've heard it is very similar to Lara Croft, isn't it?
Actually, it is.
Sort of. I mean,
But Lara Croft is more Xbox.
maybe it's just because he uses a gun and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Because both characters are actually more similar than you think.
Yeah, because that's
Lara Croft and Drake, what's his name?
Nathan Drake.
Yes,
Nathan
yeah,
Drake is
yeah.
both high class What are their jobs again?
I mean, Nathan Drake works as like, he just is an adventurer, like, he doesn't really have a job. Like in the first game, he's literally helping someone dig up like something from underwater. And then in the fourth one, he's actually digging up like old ships from
Archaeologists.
the sea.
Yeah, I think that's the word.
It's sort of, no, but like in the fourth one, it's meant to be a really mundane job because he's just digging up, like, instead of jewels and treasure, it's like
but
old ship parts, rusted metal.
yeah, basically both of them have a history of going to the ship that they're not allowed to and seeing all it through and seeing things that we can't see
And usually
in
getting shot.
museums.
Yeah, a lot. Alright, well, so you've got those narrative games.
Yeah.
You've got Telltale, of course.
It's all Telltale, yeah, that's all there.
Oh yeah.
That's, completely
And-
narrative.
And Choice, the new Telltale game, Batman, is way intense. There's a new episode recently, actually. One where you see the Joker.
Oh, no, that sounds cool.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
What are the narrative-heavy games are there? Because a lot of, pretty much whenever I think narrative-heavy, I usually just think on the console basis, I just think PlayStation. And of course, you've got Last of Us as well.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Well, that's a
For
awesome game.
all these games though, does I don't know if this is a question or does the narrative outweigh the actual gameplay? Like is it like the more the cutscenes, the less interesting the game kind of thing?
Well, it depends on the game itself. It has a good story. Because, say, No More Heroes, they constantly break the fourth wall and say how the player always skips the cutscenes, goes straight to the action, which is fine and normal. But when I play a game, I like to see a good story and good cutscene, just to keep me interested. Like, I like playing the action, but I like to sit down and watch what the hell am I doing? What am I shooting that guy for? What am I slicing that guy in half for?
I like knowing that when you've played a narrative game and you've gotten through a very hard mission, and when you get to that checkpoint, the checkpoint is in the cutscene, and you're like, thank Christ, because it's like, I could not handle doing that level over and over again. But like, it's I think it's worse the fact that like, when they have checkpoints and then you have to live through a whole cutscene, like in Hotline Miami, if you die a lot in that game, and a lot of the times, like every now and then, there's a mission where you have a cutscene just after a checkpoint. So like you take an elevator up to another floor, and cutscene, then you die instantly, then you go to relive it, do the cutscene again.
Yeah,
you
that's
can't skip them.
Yeah,
unskippable ones.
sort of mash
Most
play.
of them.
Yeah, that was the most
Keep listening to
intense.
music.
Well, it was even worse for that because I remember playing the other day and I mashed click to get it over and done with, and I accidentally shot my shotgun, and the guys came after me, and I died. So
Yeah, it's funny in those type of games. Like in this old game of Halo, like old game, not sure what year. Anyway, you're doing a campaign and a mission, and you can actually shoot one of the commanding officers in the whole spaceship or something when they're briefing you on a mission. And they keep saying, you shot the guy, hey, shoot him, you're a monster, call the other security guards. And then basically call a swarm of unkillable soldiers.
That actually might be, I don't know if that's the first one or not, because I know in the first one you can
Definitely.
definitely...
Halo 1, it's like a challenge that people do where it's like, oh, how long can you survive after killing Captain
You can legitimately
Keyes?
just kill kids and then you have to try and survive. It's pretty intense. But yeah, it's just...
It's basically hitting too many chickens in Legend of Zelda.
But it's also, I guess, that idea of narrative games sort of, like, say, Bioshock Infinite. This is what really caught me up with that game. Was
Careful,
that
game is.
I mean,
there's a lot to criticise in that
There's a lot
game.
to criticise in the game. I love it, but the one thing I never liked when I played it was because of the rail system. I don't know exactly, like, I always had the thing where, like, I like to know that I'm going one direction for one narrative. And, like, when, like, I mean, one level, that there are other small places I go to, not for other levels, but just for, like, for collectibles and to finding out more about the story.
Yeah,
the one thing I didn't like the rails is that I didn't know where I was meant to get up.
Don't worry, all the rails, they literally just go in a circle.
But
yeah, more or less,
just
yeah.
the thing. Because it's so like that, I just always
Depends on
like,
where you
shit.
go, because sometimes if you do one stage of the rails, then you end up destroying that rail system, and you end up never going back to that rail system.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you don't know what you're going to miss out on if you jump here instead of jumping over there. Or, that's just one thing I don't like about some narrative games. Well, not just
fair enough.
even narrative games, just
Games
games
in
in general. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think with narrative games like, say, Lara Croft, it's got that idea of you go in one straight direction, but if you want to go off to the side, there's something worthwhile going there, and it's usually an obvious thing to go off in that direction, and you know, because like you got a map system or whatever, or a checkpoint system that'll tell you like your next checkpoint is over there or your objective is over there. But you could go over this way to get an extra treasure.
Yeah, what about the certain games that have narrative but don't have cutscenes and have very intense gameplay? You ever played Dark Souls?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I played parts of it. But
I played it, but no cutscenes. They're talking, you hear them talking, but they're still fighting and you're still in a...
Yeah, so all the narrative is through the gameplay.
Yeah, so that's the type of game most people expect. No cutscenes, just straight out gameplay while you're fighting them.
It's pretty good.
Because that's also got the aspect of like, you're not going to get a break. It's just constantly going to be
Game
hard.
There are a few breaks in Dark Souls when you find the bonfire and you light up
Oh,
and you just
yeah, of
sit
course,
down.
but that's like checkpoint break. This is like, you don't get the break from a cutscene. Yeah.
Nope, you don't. You just go straight into it.
And I guess that could lead into adventure games. Like,
Adventure games.
you've got challenging...
I think
would you call Dark Souls an adventure game?
I mean, okay, so how do you define an adventure game? That's my question here.
As in a constant story that you have to play through a few times to get everything.
I guess maybe something that more or less
Or
immerses
anything
yourself
like-
so much into the world that you like even sometimes believe in this character. And
Or
It's the
completely
continuity,
benefit
right?
from it.
It's like the sort of...
or more
the
of
fact
an
that it all
open world
connects
thing.
together.
Yes, that and the aspect of, you're going outside your average location and you're doing a mission that's like, say, like with Lara Croft or with any of the Tomb Raider games, any of the Nathan Drake ones, like, they're always adventure games because you're constantly not in your average location doing not your average stuff.
Would you say that like a game that has sort of set start location and a set end location, you would consider that an adventure game, wouldn't you?
Yes, because the adventure is usually, it's not always where you're going, it's like what happens in between, cliche of course, but like say Minecraft for example, like that's
Could be considered an adventure,
that's
I
no,
guess.
I
That's
call it an
endless.
adventure game. Of course it has its endless aspect, but a lot
Yeah.
of games, even I'd say probably even GTA 5 has its adventure
That's
level
not its
to it.
own campaign
Because
story. That's
because it has
funny
its,
story actually.
you have your
You have to
story
see the scenes.
you have your story to get through, and even once you hit the end, there's still the benefit of being able to do whatever the hell you want before that ending or after ending, the free roam aspect to it.
Yeah.
So like in Minecraft, you have your ending is killing the Ender Dragon, and
that's
then
a ending.
That's a ending.
yeah, that's a ending. But like I don't know, can you get
Your
close
ending
to
could just be
anything
like
else?
your house getting blown up by your best friend in Minecraft.
Yeah, and then you die. That could be your ending.
That's
So,
really-
like, your adventure
Uninstalled.
is what happens between you and this set ending point in the game. So
Of course, there are certain games with no endings, like Minecraft. There's really no ending.
They're technically no. There
Yeah,
is-
they're technically
In
not.
Ark Survival, it's similar to Minecraft, but
Ark Survival,
not only just making and building stuff, you're taming dinosaurs and surviving and exploring a prehistoric world.
Yeah.
But there's one girl that will take years to finish. No Man's Sky.
Yeah, because it's more like centuries to finish because no one's actually going to play it, or at least. I mean, if you consider the people who already reached the center of the universe, if you consider that they've already finished the game.
What is even the aim of that game?
No. The aim of the game was to get to the center of the universe, and once you go there, it resets the game pretty much. It resets the universe, and then you can go to the center of the universe again. Like there literally was nothing there, and they found it within like a week of the game coming out. It didn't take ages. People just found it.
That's. Jesus, it's like when you hear that they've brought out a new thing for like a new thing for Destiny, the new dungeon or whatever.
A new expansion sort of thing.
It's
Not
DLC.
really expansion.
I don't think it's exactly a DLC, but it's like the idea of like,
It's like a new level.
there's a boss you have to battle, or I don't know exactly what the hell it is. Like say like in Borderlands, like there's a new boss you have to get to kind of thing.
Yeah, but at the end of those DLC or vaults, there's always something new to pick up.
Yeah, but it's also
weapon or
it's also the idea of like you hear people getting through that stuff as quickly as humanly possible.
Yes.
Yeah, because
they love the game so much.
And there's certain times in certain games, like in Pokemon, online you get some free rare Pokemon that you only get in
special event.
Special events. I think one of them's called Victini or something.
There are a lot of
Back
Pokemon.
in one
Even
game.
Mew was a special event Pokemon.
Jeez.
Yeah, originally Mew was the code of Mew was in the game because they put it in there, but they didn't have a location for it to spawn. But people knew all the Pokemon. Like don't even remember how. Look up some gaming facts on it.
Okay.
This is how I found out about it. And they ended up giving it away in this. This was like only in Japan, I believe.
Yeah.
They gave it away in a special event, or I think they do give it away in a special event like every year or something like that. You know. So there's only like a handful of them.
Okay.
I think it was even like you literally just put your cartridge and you're in like in an envelope with like your name and Pokemon or whatever. You send it in. They'll put on your game, even though they're literally just activating the actual thing so you can find the Mew.
Yeah, just
And
really.
then they send it back to you and you go and find it. Yeah.
Because I remember in certain, at least some copies of Pokemon Blue, you could just find Mew automatically. Like maybe it's because
there's some usually it's bugs and cheats for or hacks if you will to actually get it.
Okay.
Yeah, but there's usually strict instructions. Yeah.
Yeah, one time I hacked a Pokemon game and ended up getting 100 rare candy, which is easy, just to level up Pokemon straight away.
See, I guess that's the thing with Pokemon. Like, it in itself is an adventure game, obviously, but like, for me, it was like maybe one of the first ever proper adventure games I ever played. Like, I still played the Indiana Jones games, but they didn't have the aspect of once you beat them, you had free roam, except for like the Lego Indiana Jones games, which your free roam was go around the university or go into different adventures and do them, relive them.
With different characters.
Yeah, with different characters,
And
getting
doing one
different
character,
yeah.
going through the whole thing of an RPG.
Hey Rex.
It's fun.
But but with Pokemon, like once you beat you beat the Elite Four, and first of all, once I beat them, I had no idea what the fuck I was doing, and this was like back
Yeah,
when
you can
Pokemon
go
Ring,
to
the first one I did.
Other
Ring.
Pokemon.
Yeah, and so I didn't know what to do after I beat them, and then I found out that there was a Mewtwo thing you get, so I was like, okay, good, I'll go to that. I mean, like, even Zama played the game and he loved it, and he knew everything about it. We had the manuals and everything. And I went over, caught the Pokemon, and then I had no idea what to do then. And it was pretty much just capture all the rest of the Pokemon.
Yeah, that's what
Fill your Pokédex, level them all up to level 100, yeah, catch them all. That was literally... It's always a constant aim of the game, because even after all this narrative, a lot of these narrative games have an aim. Like with Minecraft, it's even once you beat the Ender Dragon, continue exploring. You can endlessly explore. With Pokemon, it's once you beat the Elite Four, you've got to capture a Pokemon. You know, there's all these things in games where, I mean, even in narrative games like maybe even the Telltale ones or the Lara Croft games, there's the aspect that once you beat the game, you can, like, they've got a percentage bar of like how much you've clocked in, and then you go back, you get all you get all those like trophies, you get all the little artifacts that you can get in the yeah, but you get all these little things to unlock these achievements, and that's what keeps you going. With a lot of these games, the relivable aspect of it is, apart from how much you've enjoyed the game and how good the story is and the gameplay and all that, or obviously what makes the game, but also the aspect of the achievements and why you'd want to relive the game. Like I've played Hotline Miami, the first one, like 5 times now, over and over, because I want to complete the narrative, I want to relive it, I want to get it all completely in my head. Then I found out that there's actually little puzzle pieces. Yeah, there's puzzle pieces, there's masks. So I went through every level, got every single puzzle piece, got every single mask, relived the whole entire game, played the bonus levels and everything, and I want more. It's got the aspect where I want more. I've even played the second game, and I've played that only once through, because it was hard to get in the first place.
Yeah, Hotline Miami.
But like, there's just so much. There's just so much to those games. Where
That's
like,
consumerism. That's what the game companies want.
Yeah.
Once you finish the game, they put a new game, get the other game, new game.
Well, even from Miami, like you after the first one, you had no idea there was a second one coming out. But after when the second one came out, you knew there was a third one coming out, because at the end of, I think it's if you relive. I don't think it's if you relive the end credits. It's something like you play the game again, and I think it's like at the start of the game you get a different opening credits, but then when you play the end level at the end of it after the credits, there's actually like another level which is like some kind of screen. I haven't played since the start of 2016.
Hotline Miami 1?
2 in the second one.
Call of Duty when they did the alien thing.
Not exactly. Like in the aspect of you finish the game a second time over, and it gives you a bonus level, which is actually, in this case, the whole Miami 2 was advertising for the third game, saying there is going to be a third game.
Alright.
But it's interesting because that whole entire game series uses parallel universes to help allow them to make more games. It just gets more and more complex. It's
like the Legend of Link. It's like in the original Link storyline, there's actually 3 different story universes. Twilight Princess, the Kid Toon Link, and even the weird Hyrule Warriors thing, which is basically a mixed version of it.
Wow.
Yeah,
for all the characters.
It's interesting how you get to that aspect where you just got to make different universes.
Yeah.
Like they even did that with like, even comic books. Like they couldn't use
TV shows, movies.
TVs. Everything has to use of some kind of different universe to make it.
Even X-Men did that.
Yeah, X-Men.
X-Men, Marvel, DC, The
There's
Flash.
there are so
the
many
whole
people-
idea is multiverse, especially the whole Flashpoint rebirth of DC. Just gave the whole excuse to try again, make it better.
All right, I think with
or just we've written this universe into hell. Like we can't write anymore.
Oh my god, we're making it worse. Making it worse. Here's a story.
We've killed all the heroes.
Flashpoint. Ooh. New story altogether. Because I can't tell with the whole new series. You honestly can't tell which is canon and which is not.
Yeah.
New story. Oh wait, that's another story. New story. Ooh, that's a new story. Story.
Well,
New story. Oh wait, that story's not next to this story. It's so confusing.
Fair enough.
I think with
sorry about that.
That's right. With our last subtopic for
The comics one that we filmed in several weeks.
Yes.
Stay tuned.
We've got I've got 2 more subtopics. One's online games and one's arcade games. I think we'll end with arcade games. So let's go.
Okay.
So can you touch on that briefly, even?
Okay.
So with online games, we've had our online gaming episode, maybe even a second one. I don't even know how many we're doing this season. But it's that idea of what, I guess, why people play exactly these different games for what aspect.
For the enjoyment of playing with other people, beating people up, trolling people, playing with friends. The whole purpose of online gaming, whether it's on computer or PlayStation, you want to play with other people because human beings are naturally social creatures. We want to experience playing with other people, kicking their asses, getting our asses kicked. It's fun to enjoy, especially talking, but it's weird.
It wouldn't happen in all games. That kind of stuff.
But it's interesting how a lot of these games have, like, say for example, Titanfall. The first game wasn't it just 100% multiplayer?
It was 100%.
Yeah, it was.
It went from 100% multiplayer, and then the second one,
was good.
The second game has like a lousy campaign, cliche, whatever the fuck. But it's that idea of, they bring in a campaign, but they still have their multiplayer. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
is it-
multiplayer in the game was
is
great.
it best if
Yeah, it
they
was.
have this aspect of we'll still have a campaign but we'll have multiplayer separate, or is it good
Well-
enough that with some games they can I don't know if I'm right here with the Overwatch, but like have it's campaign kind of a campaign, like you still got your story with these characters but it's only presented in the online form.
There is no, for games like Overwatch, there is no story, like you don't play the story.
But
There's-
there's a story of the characters.
True, but you
Yeah.
don't, there's like,
It's just
they're just
videos on the
Disney-
internet and like some comics.
yeah, but Disney level videos that
Yeah,
you
yeah.
only see in Disney. Very good videos.
The quality's good.
Yeah, very good. But the way is just to play as, it's basically, you see Overwatch is a way of a modernized version of Team Fortress 2,
Yeah.
which is a great game. People like always playing and always getting new
People
aspects,
still
new
playing
things.
that game, which is kind of crazy.
And people still
Yeah.
playing the game. People comparing it to Overwatch, saying it's a rip-off or stuff like that.
That's the thing too. What
Yeah.
is the originality of a lot of these games?
I mean, you could say that none of them. You can say that all of them are rip-offs. Like they've all ripped off each other like
Yeah.
equally.
Like-
I think that's a better way of
Well,
putting it.
more like Overwatch, the guys that Overwatch did say they didn't rip it off. They more like got the inspiration from it.
yeah.
Because I mean, if you look at some genres, they're just pretty much all rip-offs. Like if you look at fighting games, for instance, like you've got Street Fighter that came out, and literally every single other game that came out, you could have called it a rip-off of Street
Mortal
Fighter.
Kombat,
Yeah.
King of Fighters.
I mean, even
Out of Fighter.
Dead or Alive.
you've got your FPS your
Yeah.
FPS games with like say Call of Duty and Battlefield, and
To be fair, they're trying to do different things.
they do
They're trying to
have their
things,
different
but
aspects.
they've
But the
got
idea is that
certain-
when they were like originally out, a lot of the original games were pretty much almost like identical kind of thing. Like,
More or less.
The first 3 Call of Duty games, when you play them, what the fuck is the difference? They're all the same game.
Yeah, but it's exactly the same as
Totally.
Super Mario. You're always
Yeah.
doing the same platforming game.
Because at the same time, it's also, is it worse that it's the same thing, or is it better? Like, is it better to change it up, or is it worse to change it up? You know,
It's a
like
bit
with,
both,
with
really.
Mario, they've done a lot with those games. They've done even so much as it's bound to games with Luigi, and he captures fucking ghosts.
Luigi. Oh yeah.
So
Luigi's a ghost hot mansion.
it's really weird how like a lot of these games have evolved from what they've originally been to what they are now.
Well, we thought
Yeah.
Luigi got another shot in the mansion. It's actually a good game, actually.
I mean, even
GameCube sucked, but the new DS one is pretty good, actually.
even the what do you call it? Duke Nukem games. Like the
Oh,
first
yeah.
two
Oh,
games.
right.
The first two games were almost identical. The second game had extra features
And then suddenly they went
whatnot.
3D.
And yeah, all of a sudden you
'Cause that's
have
where the money
Duke
was.
Nukem 3D, then you have like Manhattan Project, which is actually a side scroller,
Oh.
but it's also like it's kind of a 3D side scroller at the same time.
Yeah, but there is one game that literally started it all. Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Although
anyway.
I think didn't Wolfenstein come out before Doom.
Really? Yeah, well, it's one of
I'm
the
just looking at
first
the graphics like Wolfenstein was.
Wolfenstein was the first RPG. No, not
first-person
FPS.
shooter.
It was the first FPS.
Hmm.
I definitely know that for sure. I think that was it Wolfenstein 3D? I think that's it may have been Wolfenstein 3D, that was the first one.
Yeah, either way.
Because there's Wolfenstein 3D and there's Wolfenstein Spear of Destiny, which is
Yeah.
actually like a DLC for it.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
is really
Would have been an
weird.
Yeah, I never
expansion.
could
Could have
it's
been an
pretty much an
expansion.
expansion.
Yeah, I honestly
yeah.
can't tell if any game's a DLC or not.
It's interesting because I remember playing Spear of Destiny and saying like, oh, this is the first ever, of this game, and a friend corrected me saying, no, it's not. The Wolfenstein 3D is Spear of Destiny is actually, an extra game that came after it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I had no idea, even though I owned both of these games. And I had no
Yeah.
idea which one came first. I didn't really do my research.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's just interesting how a lot of games, but like even with Doom, what has changed over the years of Doom? Apart from
I mean,
becoming
graphics,
from 3D
CGI,
and
well,
graphics.
No, what happened was like they made like Doom 1, 2, and then they made Doom 3, and then Doom 3 was like trying to go for like a horror theme, and then
Yeah.
more horror
They
theme
all,
than the
yeah,
series.
they
3
all
was
had
in.
their kind of
And then
scary
The
themes.
new recent ones more
And then new
bloody, scary, ripping demons in half. Bro.
Yeah, but like some people say, like that's the best way to return back to the original. 'cause
Yeah,
that's
well,
the
it's good
best
because
way.
that's the original game was you shooting everything and mowing down through hell.
Yeah, because it was like there was a Doom 3 of the BFG and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Those versions of the game it was just more for that
Yeah.
horror aspect. It was more like let's try Resident Evil in space kind of thing,
Yeah, a bit like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's-
nothing beats the original Resident Evil.
Yeah, even that. Like
Original
even like
platform.
some games.
Resident Evil 4 is pretty good.
Some
Oh, yeah,
games
that was
throughout
awesome.
their series have
Perfect
just,
balance of action and horror.
they've just gotten I'm just gonna say worse. Like some game series have gotten better over time. Like Doom,
Oh yeah.
the newest game
Oh boy.
of it. Yeah, that just happened. The original Doom was fantastic, still is.
Mm-hmm.
Even the second Doom was still good. The third Doom
Decent.
Has
They
its- has
sort
its-
of lost their way there.
has its audiences. I'll put it
Yeah,
that way.
it does actually.
The
Decent.
most recent Doom, a lot of people don't. Not a lot of people. I've heard some people don't like it in comparison to the original Doom, but a lot of people love it as it is a return to the original Doom because it's so much of the graphics are so much different. Like it still has different aspects
Yeah,
compared
it's
to
still
the
like
original game. Like
Yeah.
all of this one, like a very loose background narrative, and the rest of the game is just beat the shit out of demons.
Yeah.
That was
And
That's all-
it really
that's all of it.
emphasizes on that, like, oh, once you've shot this guy, you could literally rip his head off
that's fun.
and punch his head in and all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff. I mean, it's
Well, who wouldn't want to do that?
yeah, but it's also just like the gruesome amount of deaths you can get to in these games.
Yeah.
That's the point of games. You do things you will never do in real life.
Yeah, I mean,
GTA is
even
a
with,
gets
huge
you, it
example.
gets you.
what I did notice with the Lara Croft games, especially the most recent two, is that the level of immersion that they go to with the death scenes
Oh,
for your
yeah.
own
Oh my
character.
god.
Too
It
ready.
is excruciating
Yeah.
to play because it's like, holy shit, like I barely even died in that game, which I find fantastic. Mostly I
Yeah,
was
lucky
shot
you.
to death, but like I never fell off any cliff or anything, or at least
Yeah.
if I did, it wasn't very often.
Oh, lucky you, because when I played that game, I kept falling off cliffs.
Yeah, it was always that kind of idea of
So
like you fall off
sad.
and there's spikes and it's very gruesome. I mean, I remember a couple of times I was crushed by boulders and stuff like that.
That's
so,
nothing. The most horrific one that I've seen so far is like when you're on the river sliding down, you end
Oh,
up getting
yeah,
stabbed
yeah.
in the head,
Yeah.
and you're still alive trying to pull it out. It's still alive. You have to watch the life fade out of her eyes, and you're watching her just drop dead. It's terrifying.
It really, but it
realistic.
really gives that kind of realism, like in a way, to how horrific death can be.
It makes the character seem a lot more real than say like Doom guy would just like fall over.
Who just fall over? Yeah, a lot of people like that. Like
Big comparison.
even in films, it's like the aspect of how people die is it's questionable if it's how realistic it is.
Well, they try to make it Lara Croft as realistic as possible, even with
Yeah.
the movie,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
doesn't do any justice to the real thing.
But yeah, it's just interesting how games like that have evolved.
Mhm.
I mean, so this has been comparing games, and
Yeah.
you really could
Compare
compare
the
games forever. Like there were so many different games, so many different genres. I mean, we didn't even touch on indie games, but in comparison to like AAA games, but I'm very sure we talked about that in
They're all good. Well, they're all just games.
original game talk
Games.
in the first season. But anyway, I think I prefer not to compare AAA titles to indie games because it's awfully self-explanatory
More or less, yeah.
as to how you can compare them.
I mean,
you
yeah,
know, with
it's literally
budget,
just
with
money.
creativity.
Yeah,
with,
that's all it's about.
is it for, do we want more sequels out of this game, or do we want this game for the beauty of it? That kind of stuff. I mean, we could have even talked about, say, Journey and that other game where everything's cubes. I can't remember what it's called. Bound. Or Bounce. I think it's Bound. I don't remember exactly. It's the Game of Thrones 10 episode. The couple episodes. It's a beautiful game.
Wait, the game where it's all cubes? You mean Minecraft?
No, this one's much more beautiful than Minecraft, trust me. But yeah, so this has been game comparing games. I've been joined by Magic Mike, thank you for coming back,
Right.
and Schmidlab, who has still been in every single episode of this fucking show.
Lucky.
Yes. Alright.
Thank you very much.
Yes, well, we're gonna get into filming some other shit, so thank you all so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe for more Mindless
Yeah.
Show.
Subscribe.
There will be links in the description to maybe some videos, some games that we talked about, especially the links to Season 1, Episode 1, Beard, Season 2, Episode 1, Moustaches, and Season 3, Episode 1, Hair, and
It's a lot of
the
lot of
Mindless Show
videos.
playlist. Yeah, so feel free to check out any of them. There's even...
Wait, is there a Mindless Show playlist? I looked this morning
Yeah,
and it wasn't
there is a Mindless Show... What?
I looked this morning and it wasn't there.
Yeah, we'll look into
There's
that.
a Mindless Show playlist.
Yeah, we'll look into that. Anyway,
Yeah, and Game Talk will also be linked in there because, we've referenced it enough and this is similar. So yeah, awesome. So thanks for watching.
ta-ta.
Yeah. Bye.